Hi, this is a video response to Hazel Sparkle. I've been reading some of the comments in your video, and I noticed that a lot of people talked about green concealer and how they didn't like it and stuff like that. I just wanted to make this video on how to use green concealer because some people don't really use it properly, and that's probably why they don't like it. So let me just get started. I'm just going to show you on one side what it looks like so you can see how it covers my rosacea. So let me just get started. First, I'm just going to, I'm using Dermablend Smooth Indulgence Redness Concealer, and it's in green. And I'm just going to put a little on the back of my hand. Okay. Then I'm going to take a brush. I'm going to use a foundation brush for this. And I'm just going to dab it on there. And then I'm just going to dab that on my face. Now I'm just pressing it in there. I'm not pulling it down very hard because I want it to really cover that red. So I'm just pressing it in there so cover that redness. Okay, and then I'm just going to grab a little more. Now the thing with green concealer is that it does leave you a tint, so you do have to put something on over it. You can't just wear it by itself, which is probably what most of you don't like about it. But as far as redness, I think it does the job just as good as other concealers. For example, I think a good time to use green concealer is when you're going to put your foundation on, because it's going to cover that grayish cast that you get from putting on green concealer. Okay, but if you're just going to put on powder, then you probably should go with a traditional concealer. Okay, so I'm just going to let it kind of dry in for a second while I prep my other concealer. Since I'm just going to set with powder, I'm going to go ahead and use a different concealer on this. So the concealer I'm going to use is the Soft Conceal Corrector by Clinique. And I'm just going to again put that on the back of my hand. And then with the same kind of dabbing and patting motion, I'm just going to put that over that concealer, that green concealer. Pick up more product. Now this is like a really thin liquid concealer. I'm not using a stick on either one since I'm putting the green on. See, with the green, if you're going to use like a liquid foundation or anything like that, or if you want to follow it like I'm doing with a liquid concealer, it makes it good. It makes it not be as heavy as if you were going to use the stick. Because if you were going to use the stick, then you're going to get a heavier coverage than you would normally with the liquid. So I don't know if you guys can see that, the difference in that, how red this side of my face is, and how this side isn't that much red because I put on that green concealer and then I followed it with regular concealer. And then I'm just gonna set it with the powder. The powder that I'm gonna use is this Clinique redness solution powder, and it has like a yellow tint to it. And you could do this all over your face. It's gonna be like a great summer look. It's gonna be, you know, thin, not gonna be thick. It's gonna be very wearable since it's just pretty much concealer and powder. I'm just for demonstration purposes, I'm just doing it on one side of my cheeks so you can see the difference. But look how well that covered, you know, and you can continue on and make that match your face versus this side. Looks like a pretty good side to me. So green concealer definitely does work. You just have to put something on over it. But if you're using a concealer that really isn't covering your redness, using a green concealer before it is pretty good. I mean, if you want to go ahead and just use one product, then that's also good too. But, you know, I think if I'm going to put on my foundation over it, to skip the part of putting on concealer and keeping it light, I will put on a green concealer first. And that's just my opinion, but thanks for watching.